the coaches are going to be working hard this week, and 4 matches, huge games.
They are. I'm envious. They're great games to be involved in, and we all want to be involved in those games. But wish them all well. It's a new competition, really. It starts again now, and it's a new format, and it's exciting. And there's some teams who are going to bow out, and there's some teams who are, going to really shine through the series that maybe we don't expect to. So I can see a few twists and turns coming in this. Just having so many teams involved in the finals gives so many possibilities, and I think that's exciting for the game.
It could be like it's actually 2 new comps. You've got the top 4 and then 5 to 8, and lots of intrigue. Leeds v Hull KR this weekend. Hull KR and Huddersfield. You're surprised that Rovers and the Giants are up there in the top 4?
Well, yes and no. No, not really. It's good to have some new teams up there, and new faces, and I think both teams recruited really well last year. I think they've got a lot more depth than they've probably ever had, those 2 teams, and it's probably shown. So injuries play a part in every team's year, and they've been able to cope with theirs probably better than some others, and so they deserve to be there. They deserve the accolades. A lot to do with recruitment, but also their consistency. They just go about their business in a pretty steady sort of way, and being able to maintain pretty good form throughout the year. Each team, I can't think of a team that didn't go through its periods of little blips or down in periods in form. I think those 2 have been able to minimalise that, as well as a couple of others. But
no team's ever won the grand final from outside of the top 3. We've got a top 8 playoff now. Do you think the likes of Wigan, Castleford, Wakefield and Catalans can actually go on from 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th to actually win at Old Trafford?
Yes, I believe that they'll believe that, and and we used to say nobody outside the top 2 has won it until somebody outside the top 2. Now we have to adjust it to say nobody outside the top 3. It'll happen. Whether it's this year, but each of those teams that are involved will believe that they're the team that's going to change history, and great when it does happen. I think it inspires everybody and gives everybody some hope when it does happen. So I believe it's wide open this year. I think there's a lot of very good teams in there, and there's a couple that are very good, but probably not as dominant as they have been for years, and that's a good thing for rugby league.
Are Leeds and Saints still the 2 teams to beat in this competition?
They are, yeah, for sure. They are. They're still, but probably not as dominant as they have been in other years gone by. They're still very, very good teams and full of very good players, and they're well coached, and both teams, and you're going to have to play well to overcome them, but I think it's possible, and I think there's teams that have shown that this year, and whether they can do that through the finals and maintain that form, will somewhat come down to some injury, and and whether they can keep their fit and healthy players on the field. But I think that's going to be the case for all teams in the 8.
One feature of the new playoff formula is club call, whereby the highest surviving team from week 1 gets to choose their opponents in week 3. How tough a call is that going to be for the coach and the chief exec and the players involved?
Yeah, tough. Yeah, I think it's a tough thing to do. I'm mixed on it. I certainly don't think it should be a sole decision by one person. I'd hate for that pressure to be put on any one person within a club. I think it needs to be well thought out. I presume it creates excitement for the spectators out there and people on the periphery of it. But it's a big call to make, and it can be used against you or for you, I suppose. It may have its advantages, but it may work against you if you don't take the team that's expected to be up against. So yeah, it's going to be a gamble.
Last one, is it safe to assume that as England coach you're not going to make a call as to who's going to win the grand final? Just fingers crossed that the 2 teams playing at Old Trafford come through injury free.
You're right. The splinters are well and truly on the seat of my pants. I'm going to sit on that fence there. I just look forward to it this time of the year every year. It's an exciting year, and it's been an exciting year, and it's going to be whoever makes it, it'll be a great event. It always is, and good luck to all the teams in the 8. And I'm with you on that. I just hope for no injuries right throughout the series.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Jim.